Hello there. Apologies in advance about the audio. The microphone that I normally use, when kids used to say the dog ate my homework? The dog chewed the microphone wire. C'est la vie. So we're using device audio today. I've got a replacement coming, should be here during the week. But needs must. And this is important stuff. Because Amazon Prime Day was last Monday. And Amazon showered of shite. Nonsense, nothing of interest, and then all of a sudden somebody said, Amazon, till they've got a few good deals on. Check that out. I went over there, first thing I saw, the 4K box set of the Superman movies in Steelbook. I want to dedicate this video to the late film blogger Sam, who passed away this week of shame, because he said he doesn't like the Superman movies, and he just evaporated in a puff of smoke. So Sam, we'll miss you, buddy. This one's for you. This is some of the most seminal stuff of my childhood. Christopher Reeve was just constant in my rotation. I mean, we don't get through the contents and everything. The extras are mostly the same, but they're all done in these gorgeous steelbooks that replicate some of the poster art. I mean, how nice is that? Oh, you'll believe a man can fly. That was the tagline. This one goes out, this particular film, I'm going to take away some of Sam's dedication for passing away, and I'm going to give that to Craig Kaminsky, because he loves Otisburg, little bitty place. Wonderful stuff. Richard Donner masterpiece, pure cinema in terms of this is scope, this is ambition, this is John Williams, this is Christopher Reeve finding the perfect part, this is Superman finding the perfect actor. It is just a conglomeration of absolute everything coming together at the same time perfectly. And Gene Hackman, Marlon Brando gave it a touch of class. Glenn Ford, of course, as old Pa Kent. Wow. I mean, the only downer for me is that Marlon Brando can't say the word Krypton. It came from the planet Krypton. It's a doomed planet, Krypton. Krypton? Makes no difference to me when I'm out there for let me understand. It's more Don Corleone, but come from the planet Krypton. That's when he's trying to do his kind of English accent. And then we've got Superman 2, which is the Dick Lester version. Yeah, so Richard Lester. But then you also get included the Richard Donner version. Yeah. This was so exciting in the 2000s. Oh, there's got a bit of spot varnish on as well. This was so exciting when this came out in the 2000s. The only downer is they obviously didn't film enough to be able to give it a proper ending, because the solution is we'll just go around the world again. Let's ton the discs in here. This one alone is a 4-disc set. We'll just go around the world again, no problem. But it's got some of the best bits from any Superman movie. General, you care to step outside? Superman, thank God. I mean, get him! Dear God. It's pronounced Zod. Love this film. Love it to bits. Then we come to something that a lot of people hate. I love. Superman 3. Where Richard Pryor plays Lois Lane. I mean, look, he's getting carried in their Lois Lane style. Imagine Henry Cavill's Superman carrying like Kevin Hart. Imagine that was a movie these days. No, Superman's a murder machine these days, isn't he? He likes murdering people. I mean, here we've got Robert Vaughn basically just playing Gene Hackman. You're a genius. You built the ultimate weapon. We can take down Superman. You did it all, buddy. You're a genius. We can kill Superman. Kill Superman? No. That's my Robert Vaughn and Richard Pryor impressions. Then we've got the terrifying bit where Annie Ross gets sucked into the machine and becomes like a cyborg. Terrifying. one of the scariest things I've ever seen in any film ever. And you also have Lana Lang's son, was it Timmy, who gets one of my most used lines ever. He's just in a slump. Whenever anybody has a problem in life, because in this film, Superman fights Superman. There's the evil Superman, the good Superman, it's just Clark Kent. And when evil Superman is in the bar doing shots, like a boss, he's doing shots. He was out in the street. Why are you looking at? Why are you looking at? Huh? Why are you looking at? Little Timmy, it's me. It's Timmy from Smallville. He's not the man you knew, Timmy. He's just in a slump. Well, kid talks like that, but it's always stayed with me. So whenever anybody's going through a wee patch, it's alright. He's in a slump. And then the real black sheep of the family, the John Cryer starring Superman 4, filmed in Milton Keynes. Well intentioned, but this was filmed for about £4.50 and a couple of iron brew bottles that were returned to the shop. Christopher Reeve's great in it. He never looked better. It was bulked up to hell in that film. But the story itself, Nuclear Man, no thank you. And then we get this little bonus thing here, which is Superman, and this is a steelbook as well, obviously Action Comics, the first appearance of this Superman. And then this gives you inside a little booklet, which goes through the films. Your need to tilt it. Your certificate of authenticity. I have 13,447 out of 13,525. We're very near the end, but 13,525 is a very specific number. Very specific. Very specific. And then you get a little holographic thing of the Phantom Zone with Huzod and Non and Sarah Douglas. What's her name? Elia. And then you get a little comic book adaptation of the film. Written by somebody Venditti, but we don't use that name in this channel. So Superman 78, Volume 1. And then on the inside of the steel, it's a Superman theme by John Williams, in case you didn't quite pick up on it. It's Batman. Danny Elfman, 1989. So yeah, lovely set. Right, look at that. It's all the steelbooks and nice tin. The only difference between this is it's got all the extras. It doesn't include Superman Returns from 2006 for 3 reasons. Number one, it's shite. Superman's a rapist in it. Literally. Lois is pregnant, but he's mind wipes her. So that in Superman 2 she doesn't remember having sex with Superman, but then she's pregnant with a super baby. That's rape. 2, Kevin Spacey. No getting around that. And 3, Bryan Singer. So probably not going to get released on 4K anytime soon. But hey, this is the Superman saga for me anyway. This is Superman. Absolutely stunning stuff. In terms of extras, everything carries over from your vintage Blu-rays. There are a few new extras, nothing much to write home about. I had a good read up about it beforehand to make sure that even though it was cheap on I'm still, it's just for the picture quality I'm upgrading. There are a couple of new features, but there's nothing major new. So this is one that you purely would be buying to upgrade the actual audio-visual quality of your collection, and frankly, get these stunning steelbooks, Superman, no! Rapists and thieves, and rapists who rape thieves. There's a line in this movie, Richard Pryor starts talking about rapists in Superman 3. He was just in a slump. So, yeah. Nothing much really to talk about apart from I just love these movies. Richard Donner, adore him. Dick Lester, okay, his films weren't as good, but I do adore Richard Lester. Obviously, Hard Day's Night, obviously his wonderful Musketeers films, just a brilliant, brilliant director. And I do like Superman 3, unironically. Superman 4, Chris Reeves is good in it. That's about all you can really say. But, ladies and germs, we'll do this short. I'm going to do a video when the actual thing that I thought was coming today comes. And then, hopefully my microphone will be here. No, I won't sound so robotic. But mind you, that doesn't stop most YouTubers. I mean, they sound like actual robots. I am here. I am going to open the box. Let us see what's in the box. Fucking hell. Effort, please. Jeez, Louise. Put a little bit of personality. Put something, a bit of pizzazz. But no, they put in some graphics, some editing, and you think that is a good substitute for content. Who cares what you think about the movie? I like their wee intro theme tune that they have. Fucking hell. Twats. Anyway, Superman. It's kind of the end of the video. Nothing more really to say. How do I end these things? Well, stay safe out there, and until next time, you'll believe a man can say goodbye.